Hello students, welcome to Vayu IAS Academy class 2 of Art of Answer Writing. In the previous class, we have discussed about various types of introductions and also how to write body part of the answer effectively, and also we have seen about various types of conclusions, and along with this we have seen about mistakes what we should avoid while writing a perfect answer, and also how do we do enhancements in a perfect answer, and also we have discussed about various value additions that must be added in a particular answer. So this is what we have seen in the our basics of answer writing class of session 1. Now in this class, we are going to see few more concepts in the answer writing. As I have told you that day, in answer writing, especially in the questions that the UPSC is being given, there are various terms that they will use. Let's say for example, they will use the terms like define, describe, evaluate, analyze, compare, contrast, illustrate, differentiate. Okay, so like this, there are various terms that is being given in the UPSC answers, and whenever specific type of term is being given in the question, your answer should be analyzed in that particular way. Okay, and your answer must be according to that particular keyword. So in today's class, we will see some 5 keywords that are being given in the UPSC answers, UPSC questions, and we will discuss the approach what we should follow while writing the answers for those questions. So let's begin our today's session. Now here the first keyword what we are going to see is the define. So in the word define, for let's say for example, if any question has came in the UPSC telling about the word called define, how should we approach our answer? What is the way of writing our answer if the word define has been given in the question? So let's discuss this particular thing. Now, first and foremost, whenever the word define has been given, as I already told you, whenever this define means we need to give proper definition. So here a precise textbook meaning has to be given. Now while giving this particular definition, your definition must be unique from others. So what cares you should be taken while writing this particular word is that your definition must be unique from others' definition, and your definition must match with the intent of the question that has been given. So definition must match with the question that they have been asked in the given question, and mostly in this type of questions, especially the word that they are being used is define, try to give only definition. Don't write other types of introductions like that day I have discussed with you almost 14 types of introduction. So among those 14 types of introductions, whenever the word define has been given, you must use the definition type of introduction instead of writing example type of introduction, fact-based introduction, all of these. And after writing the introduction, which consists of the definition of the given term, what we should do in the body part. So in the body part, we need to understand and identify various interpretations or the core debate what the question is being asked. So we need to discuss about the core debate what we need to discuss in that particular question. Now first and foremost question here that is given is define what is artificial intelligence and identify its applications. Now, so this is the, so since this is a 10 marker question, So this is what you should be having, two sides of a page. So here, these are the borders of the thing is that you should not cross beyond and after the borders. So here the question will be given. Now you need to start your answer from here. So while starting your introduction, don't start from here itself. Start by giving this much of gap by starting here. Okay, so just leave some little amount of space here and start from here mentioning about the artificial intelligence. Now let's see how we should approach this particular answer. So the first and foremost thing what we should need to be done is that we need to give the proper definition of the artificial intelligence. Also remember, while writing your introduction or conclusion, don't give the side headings like introduction, conclusion. So side headings of introduction and conclusion must not be given. This is what the beginner's mistake what most number of people will do. So you should not write the side headings called introduction and the conclusion. But for the body part, you need to mention the side headings. So now we can define. So let's say this is a starting of the answer. So in the answer, we can start by defining artificial intelligence. So let's say artificial is nothing but simulation of human intelligence by various systems. So what happens is that they will think and perform the same tasks as done by the humans. So the definition of simulation of intelligence. So that particular term must be present in your answer. So this is what the most appropriate decision according to me. But if you think your definition of artificial intelligence is far better, then you can give one more type of introduction by defining other kind of things also. So the thing is that try to give the proper definition correctly. Now, so introduction is done by giving the introduction, and here after writing the definition of artificial intelligence about simulation of the intelligence, human intelligence and the task done by the system. Okay, now the thing is that here I will write, so artificial intelligence is used in various applications. Let's discuss. Okay, now here in the body part, they are asking about identify the applications. So here in the body part, I should keep the side heading called applications of artificial intelligence. Now one more caution what you need to avoid is that while writing this side heading, don't just write applications. Applications means what applications? So you need to mention about applications of artificial intelligence. So now while writing these applications of artificial intelligence, people may write in the different kinds of format. Let's say some people may write like one by one point wise format, or some people may use different side headings format. Let's say applications in health and medicine, applications in agriculture, so various applications in education. So like this, people will keep separate side headings for each and every point and they will write. Now see, whenever this kind of different applications are being given, better to write in this particular perspective instead of writing in the same manner. Why? Because if you are writing like this, you are not separating any particular term. You are giving all the applications in a single manner. So what you must do is that you must separate various applications into different heads. So here what we should do is that we can also write it by using in the diagrammatic format. So here what I will do is that applications of artificial intelligence I can write like this, and I can also mention medical field, agriculture field, environmental field, okay, and also e-commerce field, education field, okay. So various new IT applications, weather forecasting. So first I will define what are the applications that I am going to define in my particular answer. So in my answer, what are the applications that I'm going to define is being defined by me in the particular answer. Now, what I will do is that after defining this in a proper diagram, now I will start. Now, I will start below this. After writing this, I will start below this and I will analyze each and every application. Now, let's say I will start with the health. Applications of AI in health. Now, I will start like this. Here, I will write in the point format. In the health, I will write in the point format. Let's say, for example, helps in the discovery of various medicines and also helps in performing various surgeries by doctors, and it also helps to coordinate the information. So this is what, since this is a 10-marker question, you will be getting more marks whenever you have written more number of fields, more number of applications of anthropology in different kinds of fields. So here I have written about the health. So this is my first point, and here I have given 3 sub-points. And my next point will be application of AI with respect to agriculture. So here also I'll do the same thing. Here I can write the examples like 3 methods. Let's say, for example, weather prediction, application of AI in weather prediction, and also I can use artificial intelligence in also drone technology, and also I will use in formulation of schemes and data regarding the application of artificial intelligence, etc. So now this is the format I am going to follow. So for each and every sector, so for one by one sector, what I am doing is that this is the pattern that I am going to follow by writing different sectors: health sector, agriculture sector, educational sector. Okay, so various kinds of sectors I am going to segregate and write. Now, you may ask how differently we have presented. Here, we have presented differently in the sense that we are following writing the answer in this particular type of format by dividing into different applications, and in each application we are highlighting 3 different points. Let's say some people will write in health it is used for this, in education it is used for this, in agriculture this is used for this. So this is the least possible way of scoring the marks, and this is the best possible way of scoring the marks. Why? Because here you are highlighting, let's say, some 6 or 7 sectors where artificial intelligence is being highlighted, and for each sector you are mentioning about different applications. Now, after writing all these things, what you should do is that you must get some good marks when compared with the others. So what you should do is that, let's say, for example, here surgeries. So I will write the example. I will write the example called usage of robots. Robots in surgery. Let's say here weather prediction. Let's say I can use the apps like Mosam. I can use the apps like Mosam. So, I am enriching my answer by integrating examples in this particular points itself. So, the good definition that is unique I am giving in my answer, and I am using 2 different ways of presentation of my answer. And here, along with these 2 fields, I can write other fields. Let's say I can also concentrate on the other fields or applications of artificial intelligence. Let's say third field, what I will highlight here is that application of AI in the education. And here also I will write 2 to 3 points mentioning how artificial intelligence can be used in order to in the education field. Let's say here I can use usage of AI in the personalized mentoring. Usage of AI in the personalized mentoring help to evaluate the performance of students periodically. So here I can quote examples like AI assessment tests. AI assessment tests based on the various levels. Based on various levels. So here, like this, next I am going to write one more application of AI, let's say in the e-commerce. And same here, what I will do is that segregation of information in e-commerce and also helps to solve the malinformation, and it predicts the ways of increasing the sale of particular products. Sale of particular products. So like this, what I will do is that I will use various applications by writing various kinds of tests. Let's say here, I can code the examples like emotional AI and also ethical AI and its applications. So here, on the basis of the review that the customer has been given and on the basis of the products in which the person is searching frequently, on the basis of this, the information is being given. So this is what I can write in my answer. So this is how I will highlight the answer in my answer, like various sectors. So now what we should do in the conclusion? So we have done with the introduction part and body part. Now we need to do with the conclusion. So what we will do in the conclusion is that before going to conclusion, now see, in this question, is there any possibility to write the way forward or not? See, in this question, we are not discussing any kinds of challenges or problems. We are discussing the positive way. Here, the question is asking about only one particular thing. So, while breaking the question, you need to understand there is only one part in the question, that is, one is definition and also another one is applications. So, the definition we have given in the introduction, and coming to the applications we have written in our body part. Now, there is no scope to return way forward and nothing to return. So, what we must do is that since we are not writing way forward, and this question, first we need to identify whether it is giving in the positive sense or the negative sense. So, we need to identify whether the question that has been asked here is asked in the positive sense or the negative sense. Here, the question that is being asked in the positive sense. So, whatever way forward we should not have. So, in our conclusion, what we must do is that in our conclusion, by clubbing all these points, like various applications that the artificial intelligence is having, what we should write is that since artificial intelligence is being used in various applications, its usage along with security measures must be upgraded, and India needs to work for sovereign AI. Sovereign AI. So, while writing the conclusion, we have given one of the new term called sovereign AI. So, the evaluator, whenever he sees, there will be a proper structure where we have given proper definition in the introduction and we have discussed about 5 to 6 applications in our answer, and in conclusion we have written positively because since it is a positive based question, and then we have given one of the new term called sovereign AI. So, while writing this particular term called sovereign AI, since it is the newspaper language and the people who are well aware of these newspaper readings and everything, they can add the terms like this. Okay, so this is what we should write whenever any question consists of the term called define. So this is the first term that we have discussed. So in the same way, whenever you got any kind of things, what you must do is that you need to write different kinds of perspectives like this. Now, what are the mistakes to be avoided? mistakes to be avoided while writing the answer for this particular question. So, the mistake should be avoided is that if you are not having clear definition, if you are not aware of the definition, let's say for example, here they have given the term called artificial intelligence. Let's say if they have given the term called attitude in a ethics point of view, if I am not aware of the definition of the term particularly, what should I do is that instead of writing the definition which is incorrect according to you and you do not have any confidence, then try to write the definition in the context. So here the next based alternative is context based introduction. So, in these type of questions where the keyword define has came, whenever you are not aware of the definition, the next best alternative is that context-based introduction. So, here it is asking about the applications of AI. What we must do is that since AI usage has been booming day by day, it is being applied in various sectors in which there is possibility of increase in the efficiency and effectiveness by using this AI. So, we must write the context-based definition by including the word called application. This is the second way. Means whenever you are not aware of the proper definition, so this is the second way of writing the introduction particularly for the term whenever define has been given. So this is the mistake that must be avoided. Also, while writing the body part, what we must do is that we must try to give examples for different points. So, proper examples must be given for different points. Why? Because whenever you are giving good examples for each and every point, there is a feeling for the examiner that you are not only aware of the static knowledge, but you are aware of the applications and also current affairs. So, try to provide various examples, and also here there is no possibility of linkage with any kind of declarations. But here you can use applications or various applications of AI in different countries. So, you can use the application of artificial intelligence in different countries also can be used. This is what the safety measure what you need to take in the body part. So, while writing the conclusion, as I already told you, you must understand the nature of the question. Since it is a positive based question, your conclusion must be in a balanced way. In a balanced way, promoting the positivity in the answer. So, this is what you need to understand, and you need to write about the word called define. Okay. So, this is what we learn for today's class. So, in today's class, we have seen the term called define, and when the word define has come, how we should approach the answer. And in the same way, we'll discuss one by one term, like whenever the word called describe, discuss, elaborate, when these kinds of words come, how we should approach the question we'll see in the further classes. So, for today, try to take down the list of all the questions in all GS1, GS2, GS3 and GS4 in which the word or directive define has been given, and try to write answer for it. Okay. So, this is what we should learn for the today's class. Thank you. Please like and share, subscribe to Vayu IAS Academy. Thank you.